Thanks for joining. If you're looking for more support and community in your life, visit my website, faithfullygrowing.com, and click on Learn More about one-on-one and group coaching to find out more about what I have to offer in my coaching practice and my upcoming coaching groups. Welcome to another episode of IFS Meditations and Insights, a podcast exploring personal growth through the lens of internal family systems. I'm Tim Fortescue, your guide on this journey, an IFS trained practitioner dedicated to nurturing spiritual wholeness and healing. In this compassionate space, we delve into self-discovery, uncovering inner wisdom. When we embrace all parts of ourselves with love, we can better receive divine love and extend it to others. My hope is that what I discuss here will illuminate your path, bringing you inner peace and a deeper connection to the sacred. Together, we'll learn how IFS gently transforms our relationship with ourselves and the world. So settle in, open up your heart and mind, and let's dive into another episode. In today's meditation, we're going to explore the themes of beginnings and endings through the lens of internal family system. Beginnings and endings shape our lives, creating a tapestry of experiences that are as complex as life itself. As we go throughout the meditation today, see if you can bring awareness to the different parts of yourself that arise around transitions, allowing for a deeper understanding and self-acceptance. As we begin the meditation, take a moment to find a comfortable position. You can close your eyes if you'd like to, or simply let your gaze rest softly in front of you. And take a few deep breaths and allow your body to relax and your mind to settle. Take a couple more deep breaths at your own pace and check in with your internal world. As you check in, see if there are parts that are present that are triggered or come forward when you mention transitions or beginnings and endings. Acknowledge all the parts that you're noticing, those thoughts, feelings, actions, impulses, beliefs. And first, let's think about beginnings. Some parts within us may be excited about new beginnings, while others may resist change due to fear of the unknown. Take a moment and notice any parts that arise within you. Are there parts that feel enthusiastic and curious? Are there parts that feel hesitant or resistant? Know that I encourage you to pause this recording if you need to give your system more time and space than I allow here. Sense in and notice how you know that these parts that are present around beginnings are here. Maybe it's a sensation in the body or an emotion. Maybe it's an image. How do you know these parts are here? And sense into that. Then when you're able to get out of your head and into your heart a little bit with your parts, see if you can notice how you're feeling toward them. Noticing that if it's anything other than things like curiosity, calmness, compassion, a sense of connectedness to your parts, it's likely another part. See if you can muster up just a drop or two, or maybe more, of compassion, curiosity, and extend it toward the parts that are arising. We can honor and appreciate the role of each part and what it plays in shaping our experiences and responses. The parts that welcome beginnings represent our desire for growth and exploration. These are gifts. The parts that resist change may be acting as protective mechanisms. These are also gifts that they bring to us. That these parts may feel alone. They may not know that you're likely older than they may think now. And see if they can take that in and see how they respond. Then check in with these parts around beginnings and see if it's okay if we shift our focus to those that may come up around endings, and they can hang around and witness if they'd like to also. And then turn your attention to those parts that may come up around transitions or endings. Endings can be challenging, whether it's the end of a relationship, a job, or a phase in life. Notice which parts come up in you. The wisdom of IFS and the belovedness that we are at our core encourages us to approach endings with curiosity and compassion. Just as we explored our inner parts during beginnings, we can now turn our attention to the protective parts that may be reluctant to let go. Continue to take a moment to connect with these parts within you. And again, notice the feelings and thoughts that arise. Allow these parts to express themselves fully without judgment. And you may have parts that struggle with beginnings and endings and just transitions in general. Acknowledge them. Acknowledge the role that all these parts have played in your life and honor their contributions. By bringing these parts into our conscious awareness, you can ease the discomfort associated with endings and create space for healing and growth. And I know it's hard, and there's still going to be parts that may struggle with this. So let them know that they're welcome, doing the best they can too, but they're not alone. And sense in to see how you know how the parts around endings or transitions in general are present. See if there is a sensation in the body. Often I notice a tightness in the chest, for example. Or maybe it's an emotion of grief or sadness. Maybe it's a visual. Sense in to see how you know that these parts have come forward and are present. Then, just like we did with those around beginnings, see how you feel toward them. And see if you can extend them just a bit of curiosity, calmness, compassion, a sense of connectedness. And again, maybe it's a drop or two, maybe it's more. But just a drop can go a long way. See if there's more that these parts want to share. You want to share anything else with them? Are the parts that arise around beginnings and endings aware of each other? Are the parts that lie in between know that they belong too? They're not alone, they've got you. They've got resources. And they don't have to carry the burdens along. But we need the gifts that they bring. They belong. And as we conclude this meditation, take a few moments to reflect on this experience. How did it feel to check in with the different parts of yourself around transitions, beginnings, and endings? And what insights or wisdom did you gain from this practice? And it may be helpful to consider how you can integrate this understanding into your life's journey, enriching it along the way. Thank your parts for as much or as little as they shared, and for the courage that they had in stepping forward, having a voice. Maybe just being seen took a lot of courage. Thank them for that. Acknowledge their courage and the steps they've taken. And when things feel complete for now, you can gently open your eyes if they were closed. Bring your awareness back to the present moment. Carry the lessons of this meditation with you as you navigate the beginnings and endings and transitions in your life, knowing that you have the tools to embrace change with maybe just a little more, maybe a lot more of grace and compassion. Thanks for joining me. Take care. That wraps up another episode of IFS Meditations and Insights. I hope you found today's episode helpful. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you'd share it with anyone else who might benefit. Additionally, please leave a positive review. This helps new listeners find the podcast. If you want more wisdom and meditations, head over to my website, blog.faithfullygrowing.com. There you can find a categorized list of IFS meditations and insights, and it's completely free. And lastly, I'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback on the podcast. Feel free to reach out anytime by emailing me at tim@faithfullygrowing.com. Thanks again for listening and for being a part of this community. Remember to approach yourself and others with compassion. We're all doing the best we can with the tools we have. And I look forward to our next time together. And until then, take good care of yourself. Stay curious if you can, and try to welcome all the parts that you encounter on your journey.